What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 85, and we start today's episode off with a game against Milan here in the Champions League group stages. And of course, after winning our opening two games against Galatasaray at home by 4-1 and Anderlecht away in Belgium by 2-0, we are currently top of the group with 6 points. Milan are in second with 4, and this is probably how the group's going to finish. Hertha Berlin top, AC Milan second, Galatasaray third, Anderlecht fourth. And although there's only been 2 games in, you'd still probably think that's how it's going to end up. But even so, we take on Milan here, and the first chance of the game was fought in the 5th minute as Balotelli gets on the ball and finds De Jong. De Jong, the former City man, slides it through towards Mario Balotelli, so the 2 former City men link up there. They slide it through towards Poli, but thankfully Ter Stegen makes a good save and keeps it at 0-0. And in the 25th minute, you see Toni Kroos get on the ball and find Lasogga. Lasogga finds his man in Marco Reus. Reus takes it around Zapata, goes through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Surely he's going to finish. Well, I did, but I made hard work of it. I don't really know why I did that. I could have just easily slotted the ball into the bottom corner, or rounded the ball against, rounded Mignolet and slotted the ball into the bottom corner. But instead, I just decided to do something different, and there was no skill involved really. It was just a couple of step overs for no reason. But even so, we put the ball past Mignolet, and that's the only important thing, and we make it 1-0 early on. And there'll be another chance here in the 35th minute for us to get our second goal of the game as Sydney Sam collects the ball from Ter Stegen's throw out. He offloads it to Marco Reus and the pair play a quick 1-2 down the right hand side. Sam takes on Montalivo and beats him with the Berber spin, shoots with his left foot, but unfortunately his shot was quite poor and it goes out of play for a goal kick. And then in the 45th minute, Schürrle finds our captain Ginter. Ginter collects the ball here and fake shots around Mario Balotelli. He keeps hold of the ball and I'm looking for a pass. I find one in Lasogga who dummies the ball to beat the Chilio. Ends up step overing around to beat the last man and shoots, but the former Liverpool and Sunderland goalkeeper Mignolet makes the save. And unfortunately for us, we can't turn in a follow-up shot either because Mignolet makes another really good save. So unfortunately it is still 1-0 in the first half. But to be honest, we were deciding the ascendancy, playing very well. But in the second half, Milan tried to respond here, and on the outmark they almost did. Mario Balotelli struck the shot from just outside the area, but it went wide the post and out for a goal kick. And in the 73rd minute, another good chance here as Hummels gets onto the ball and finds Leon Goretzka. Goretzka plays the ball over the top towards Lasogga. Lasogga collects it. It falls to Marco Reus who shoots, but I really should have scored that. I end up hitting the post and I should have found the back of the net, to be honest. It was a really good chance, but it was just one of those things. I didn't really have the composure. I wasn't set and I kind of just pressed circle a bit too early there with no real thought behind it. But still 1-0, could have sealed the game there. But 79th minute, Milan had a corner, but thankfully Ter Stegen makes a really good save and we managed to turn the ball behind with Goretzka, and it is still 1-0. But from the other corner here, it's Carrillo who ends up crossing the ball into the centre. Ter Stegen comes to punch the ball away. We head it away with Hummels, but unfortunately for us, because Ter Stegen came for the punch, he ended up falling to the floor. As we head the ball away with Hummels, it comes to El Shaarawy on the edge of the area. He has a free volley and an open goal to aim at, and he does find the open net. So it is one apiece, and I was really frustrated about that goal because, as Hummels heads the ball away here, there was bodies in the centre, but it was an absolutely fantastic finish by El Shaarawy. He still had a lot to do, despite the fact it's basically an open goal for him, and he's got a free volley. He's got 3, 4, possibly even 5 Hertha Berlin players and a couple of Milan players obstructing his view, but he ended up looping the ball over all of them on the volley with his left foot and finding the open goal. So unfortunately for us, AC Milan did grab themselves the equaliser here. It was poor from me really defensively, but still very frustrating goal to concede there, and Milan are back on level terms. And directly from kickoff, we tried to respond as Volin gives the ball to Yashili, finds Zelalem. Zelalem finds Leon Goretzka down the left hand side here. Nice little roulette to beat his man. He keeps on going, then a step over, then a fake shot, sprints down the left hand side. He keeps on going, didn't want to whip it across straight away, so I thought I'd just keep on going. Ball revolt, reverse step over, try and play the ball inside. It's cleared away only as far as Zelalem. He finds William Carvalho. It comes to Volin. Volin gives it to Leon Goretzka, who whips it across first time, and who is there? It is the substitute Yashil, who heads it in and makes it 2-1. So I brought on Yashil, I should say, during a triple substitution, and what a fantastic change it was to make. He gets us the goal to restore our lead pretty much straight after conceding as well, and I'm very pleased with that. It's a great header by Yashil. Again, the guy comes up big. You know, I said before, he's such a great backup striker to have. His stats really do lie. He feels so much better than he actually is, and that's a great header to make it 2-1 there. And we are in front with just a few minutes to go. And in this 86th minute here, you see Ginter get on the ball for us and via Sydney Sam. Sam offloads the ball towards Kevin Volland, who backheels it to William Carvalho. He plays it over the top towards the run of Yashil, who managed to get past Zapata after a couple of great challenges on him. And he sees Mignolet hesitating, coming off his line a little bit, and chips it in to the back of the net. And what a great finish that was by Yashil. So it's 2 goals for the man who came off the bench, and that second goal was really nice. The header was quite good as well because it was right in the top corner and a really good accuracy for the header. But this goal was just fantastic. It really was. I just saw it there, right there. Mignolet takes a couple of steps, a couple of steps even, to come off his line. And with Yashil, I thought I'll just try and chip it to the far post, see if I can loop it over the Belgian goalkeeper and find the bottom corner. And I did a really, really good finish. It clips the inside of the far post and goes into the back of the net. And I've mentioned this before. This is why I really do encourage chipping the ball from a tight angle, because chipping for some reason is always so accurate. You know, so long as you don't put too much power on it, it will almost always go within the frame of the goal. So I always encourage chipping from tight angles, and that was exactly why. So Yashil comes off the bench and scores 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes, I think it was, to give us a 3-1 victory even against Milan. And that means from our opening 3 games in the Champions League, we have won all 3, 9 points and maximum points. And yeah, we're looking very, very strong, and we should be able to qualify from this group, not only with games to spare, but also looking like a very, very strong outfit. We took on Frankfurt here, Eintracht Frankfurt, for the second and final game of today's episode here. And Frankfurt were actually doing quite well last season, but this year they haven't really got going. But they do still have some very decent players such as Seferovic and Kadlec, and Flume's good as well. Bamber Anderson's not a bad centre half, and obviously Sebastian Roeder is a transfer target of mine, and Kevin Trapp, who I was looking at in the summer. So they've got some decent players. They haven't really started very well this year. But the first chance would fall in the second minute here as Tony Kroos goes down the right hand side. He offloads it eventually after a quick fake shot. He doesn't offload it actually. He shoots from range with his 5-star left foot, weak foot there. Shoots from range, but it's just wide the post and out for a goal kick. And in the 20th minute, you see Badstuber go up for a header with Seferovic here, and he wins it. But it comes to Russ instead. He plays it back towards Seferovic. He plays it towards Kadlec. Kadlec finds Seferovic. He gets onto the wall and finds Flume down the left hand side. He rolls it back in towards the number 9, who shoots and finds the back of the net. And that was a really nice goal by the visitors there. A fantastic passing move and a great finish by Seferovic across Ter Stegen's body. He finds the back of the net and makes it 1-0. So we're behind early on in this game. And in the 38th minute, we tried to respond. Hummels has a header, but unfortunately it hits the bar, and Frankfurt get the ball away. So unfortunately, we are still behind in this game. But as we get the ball to Tony Kroos here, Kroos offloads it out wide towards Sydney Sam. Sam takes on his man and beats him with the heel-to-heel flick. Keeps on going. Then a quick step over. He shoots. It's a good block. Royce's shot is then blocked. But finally, at the 3rd attempt, we do manage to squeeze the ball into the back of the net, into the bottom corner, past Kevin Trapp, and it is 1 apiece. So good finish by Marco Royce there. And it was frustrating how I not scored that goal. We've been very annoyed after 3 shots, but still 1-1. And in the 43rd minute, William Carvalho plays the ball forward towards Marco Royce. Quick little Ronaldo chop and a great finish by Royce to get his 2nd goal of the game in just a few minutes. And Royce turns the game on its head, and it is 2-1 Hertha Berlin. And in the second half, you see Royce win the ball back here and find Kroos. Kroos finds Lasogga. Lasogga finds Royce. Royce finds Kroos. Kroos fake shots around his man, but unfortunately his shot is well saved by Kevin Trapp. So still 2-1 as things stood. But to be honest, after Seferovic's goal, we started to play really, really well. And if anyone was going to score a 4th goal in this game, it would probably be us. And as Royce finds Lasogga here, he ends up losing the ball, and Frankfurt go on the counter. They pick out Flume. Flume finds Sebastian Rudder. It's a great ball forward towards Seferovic, who ends up taking aim eventually past the goalkeeper and puts it into the bottom corner. So 2-2, and unfortunately for us, Frankfurt are back on level terms, and it is that man again, Seferovic, who I just couldn't seem to stop, who ends up making it 2-2. And I was really frustrated about the goal as well, because I was trying my best to try and outmuscle him and get myself back on side, but unfortunately Hummels just couldn't seem to do it, and Seferovic does give Frankfurt the equalising goal here. So 2-2, and in the 83rd minute, William Carvalho finds Leon Goretzka down the right hand side. Quick little double step over, offloads it to Marco Royce. Royce dummies the ball and shoots, but it hits the post and it comes to Kevin Trapp. So still 2-2, and it looked as though the game was going to finish level because I couldn't seem to find that winning goal. However, in injury time, Goretzka gets onto the ball for us here and plays it backwards towards Andre Schürrle. Schürrle collects the ball and gets onto his right foot here, offloads it to Royce. Royce collects the ball and Scoot turns around his man. He ends up stopping the ball as well, offloads it towards Lasogga. It's blocked. We just couldn't seem to find a goal, but as Kevin Volland slides in here, he wins it back and ends up smashing the ball into the top corner. So Kevin Volland, who came off the bench, makes it 3-2, and I'm sorry that I couldn't find the animation there. It's because it didn't actually happen. It happened after Frankfurt scored their second goal, so I couldn't get an animation for you, but still Volland came off the bench and ends up scoring our winning goal in stoppage time. He shuts the Frankfurt man down with the slide challenge, gets up, controls the ball and blasts it into the top corner. So just like the game against Milan, it's the substitute who bails us out and ends up winning us the game as we win this one by 3-2. And as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like because it's much appreciated and it really does help my channel out, and I'll see you for the next episode of my next gen career mode very soon.